to take revenge against three individuals. So, my question now to the administration, is revenge from the grave a crime?
No, but you already talked to her.
Kaya, hindi nakaganti si Benigno Aquino Jr. kasi hindi siya nagbilin. But you know, Benigno Aquino Jr. is not Sara Duterte.
Ngayon, panuorin ho natin itong pinaka-latest na press con na to ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Game.
Okay. Okay. So, yes. Opening statement. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time. I-explain ko lang sa inyo yung structure ng request ko sa inyo ng kung ano yung iti-take up natin, ha. Kasi nahihira, one man, dito. So, kailangan ko pa kasi isulat yung mga sagot bago ko siya masabi sa inyo. So, hindi ko kaya magsulat ng sobrang dami sa isang gabi. So, NSC. And then, of course, my response ang NSC. Mamaya na lang natin bigyan ng kahapon, nasagot natin ng NNC, may response sila. So, mamaya lang natin bigyan ng reply yung sa kanila. Sundin na muna natin yung statement ni ES and yung statement ng PSC. Okay. And then, of course, you want to know updates about the two patients upstairs. So, unahin na muna natin yung mga pasyente. Si Attorney Lopez, extended yung detention niya, no? So, meron siyang meetings today with all the lawyers. Nandiyan na rin yung kanyang mother who will join the meetings with the lawyers. So, antay na lang natin kung ano yung galawan ng mga abogado ni Attorney Zulaika Lopez. Health-wise, walang iyak today, kanina, walang iyak. Kausap niya yung mama niya, and dumating din yung best friend niya mula sa Davao City. So, nandiyan sa taas. And kagabi naman, medyo late natulog. And ang pagkakaalam ko, ang endorsement sa akin kagabi, hindi daw masyado kumakain. So, meron silang request na i-encourage siya na kumain. Okay? And the next is Miss Gina Acosta. As you saw during the hearing yesterday, tumaas yung blood pressure niya, 150/100. And nawalan siya ng consciousness. Tapos, pagdating niya daw dito sa ER, she was unresponsive. Yung parang ginaganon dito ba, hindi ko alam kung ano yun, ginaganon dito. She was unresponsive. Pero na-okay naman siya then after. But merong mga nakita ang mga doctor na follow-up check. Kaya inadmit siya today, and then I visited her this morning. Nagpaalam din ako sa kanya. Day 1 pa siya sa trauma niya, so hindi pa masyadong maayos kausap. Tsaka medyo parang pagod. Yes, parang pagod na pagod siya. So, bigyan lang muna natin siya ng time na makausap yung mga doctors niya, and then tanong natin sa mga doctors kung ano yung pwede sabihin, tsaka sa patient.
Ano procedure, ma'am, na gagawin kay Ma'am Gina?
Kagabi, nag-CT scan siya kasi they wanted to rule out a stroke. So, hindi ko rin alam kung anong results. Hindi ko nakita. Hindi din nasabi sa akin. So, tanong lang natin sa patient kung anong part ng medical, information niya ang pwede niyang, gusto niyang i-share. Kasi pinagalitan ako ni Nicole kagabi dahil binanggit ko daw yung panic and asthma attack niya na medyo na-traumatize yung family sa Davao. Yes.
Ma'am, anong reaction ni Attorney Zulaika doon sa extension po ng contempt niya?
Ang sabi niya, ano na daw siya, she'll take legal steps. Yun yung sabi niya sa akin. And then sinabihan ko siya na, well, hindi na ako sasali sa discussion dyan. Kausapin mo na lang yung mga lawyers mo. Anyway, nag-hire ka man ng lawyers mo. So, ngayon, isa-isa darating yun. Mag-usap sila. Tsaka nandyan din yung mother. Yun din yun sinasabi ng nanay niya because yung nanay niya is used to work for the courts in Davao City. So, merong alam sa batas.
Okay.
In court cases, yung mother ni Yusek Lopez. So, yun din ang sabi ng mama niya. We want to take this to the courts. I do not know with Miss Gina Acosta kasi hindi pa nga siya medyo makapag-isip ng maayos. Pero nasabi sa akin kanina na nag-video call na daw with family. Kasi yung next of kin niya nasa Davao din and some of the relatives nasa United States. Okay?
Ma'am, yung next agenda sa PSC. Ma'am, the PSC has doubled the security for the President, First Lady, and for the First Family.
Okay, sige. Unahin ko muna yung... Nauna kasi yung statement ni ES eh. Tapos lumabas yun sa PSC.
Okay,
No? So, unahin ko muna yung kay ES. Meron naman na kayong copy nung kay ES. Ito na lang yung sagot. Nirelease na namin ang written nito. Basahin ko lang. Tapos, yung NBI, I'm sure you want to ask about the NBI. Since hindi ko pa nababasa kung ano yung isi-serve nila sa akin, we will talk about NBI tomorrow. Pag-anuhin nyo lang muna ako kasi kailangan ko din isulat kung ano yung isasagot. So, give me time to read and think about it. Okay, so ito yung sa kay ES, no? This is a reply to the statement issued by the Presidential Communications Office on the order of Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin dated November 23, 2024. The Marcos administration's insistence that the President's life is under active threat is ominous. I raise this caution as the President and his sycophants aggressively sell a narrative based entirely on my statement, which is taken out of its logical context. Bakit hindi nila pinapalabas kung ano yung question ng media? Bakit
Yun.
hindi nila pinapalabas kung ano yung una kong sagot?
Yo.
Bakit ang pinapalabas na lang nila is the last, 4 words of my entire statement? They are building a narrative and I'll tell you kung anong playbook ito.
Nako. Kailangan ho talaga ay ang mga kaparaningan nila dyan sa Malacanang, itigil-tigil na ho nila. Ano lang yan? Tama lang ng pulburon yan. Mr. President, tigilan niya, paraning lang ho kayo. Walang mangyayari sa inyo, huwag kayong mag-alala. Pero sigurado sa 2028, bababa kayo. Sa ayaw at sa gusto nyo. Pagka hindi kayo bumaba, naku, isa ako sa mga kakaladgad sa inyo dyan sa Malacanang, anak ng Tokwa. Sa 2028, sa ayaw at sa gusto nyo, bababa kayo dyan at itong sasampa, itong si BP Sara.
There is absolutely no flesh on the bone, and despite the absence of a reliable investigation, authorities were quick to consider this a national security concern. The diametric contrast and inaction are displayed when I have expressed in previous months threats to my person and the continuing threats to the lives of OVP personnel. Tossing the word assassin. Pakicheck. May sinabi ba akong assassin doon? Wala. So nilalagay nila doon sa narrative nila, assassin. And nilalagay nila sa narrative nila, murder plot. Into this issue, tossing the word assassin into this issue makes things even more terrifying for our country. And especially because I never used that term during my recent consternation against the Marcos administration's failure to serve the Filipinos while it masterfully persecutes political enemies. Common sense should be enough for us to understand and accept that the supposed conditional act of revenge does not constitute to an active threat. This is a plan without a flesh. Pag pinipilit mo siya na active threat siya, isipin ninyo ang buong mundo na nanonood. Ganito ba ang kapasidad ng mga Pilipino na mag-isip? Diba? At wala silang pakialam dyan. Pero ako, nahihiya ako na ganito ang kapasidad ng mga tao sa administrasyon. I am confident that an honest scrutiny would easily expose this narrative to be a farce, imagined, or nothing at all. So, may question kayo?
You said you were taken out of context, and you also mentioned that they have a playbook
Yes.
that they're going by.
Yes.
So can you explain to us that context? Set it straight,
Yes.
and also explain to us that playbook that you're talking about.
Okay, sige. So, the context is, what did I say? I was asked, do you know about the Roman... I'm sorry ha. I was asking for the transcription of all that I said. I did not get it before I came down. So, I have a problem remembering the exact words. Yes. So, there was a question about Romanov, and I said, well, this is the first time that I've heard of that. But I've been warned by 2 persons already. 2. Be careful. I forget now what the words were said, but I will review my notes and I will tell you what that one person said and how he said to be careful, and that one other person, what that other person said. So, tatlo na yon. One person warned me, another person warned me, and then I was asked during a press briefing by a media person if I know of these plans, if you can say the word, if that is the correct word to use here, plans. So, I answered. I was asked, Romanov, and then I answered. I was told by 2 people, this is the first time I've heard of Romanov, so that is the 3rd already. And I said, don't worry about my security. If they kill me, if I die, kapag pinatay ako, or kapag namatay ako, in the context of, don't worry about my security. So this means, pinatay ka. Diba? Kasi hindi ka naman mamamatay by heart attack in relation to your security. Diba? So, pag namatay ako, I already asked a person to take revenge against 3 individuals. So, my question now to the administration, is revenge from the grave a crime?
No.
But you already talked to a person. You already talked to a person.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes.
In the event that you get killed.
Yes. Yes.
So that much is clear.
Yes. So I have to die first. They have to kill me first.
Naku.
They have to kill me first. So now they can't kill me anymore. Unless they want to die.
Pero
ma'am,
the
you see
playbook that you were talking about.
Yes, the playbook. The playbook for political persecution. They suppress and oppress opposition. And then somebody was assassinated on the airport tarmac. Diba? They oppress and suppress, and the people were getting angry, frustrated, and what did they do? They created a scenario that there is a national emergency. They set bombs, to create a scenario that there is a national emergency, and then they assassinated their political enemy. So that's the
Grabe,
playbook.
Hindi ho ito mga kababayan.
We already saw that in history. So that is my proof.
Pero Vice,
Yes.
based
Ang hindi lang po nagawa ni Benigno Aquino Jr., kaya po hindi siya ano bang tawag yan? Revenge. Ano revenge?
Nakaganti.
Nakaganti. Hindi siya nakaganti. Kasi hindi siya nagbilin.
Yo,
Diba? Kaya, hindi nakaganti si Benigno Aquino Jr. kasi hindi siya nagbilin. But you know, Benigno Aquino Jr. is not Sara Duterte. So, ibang tao din siya. Ibang tao din ako.
Vice, right now, sabi ng Department of Justice, improving na yung kanilang ginagawa na investigasyon.
Okay.
So,
Sir,
based dun sa naging statement yun.
I have to cut that, sir, because I have to read the subpoena. I've not read it, so I need to write an answer.
Ma'am, you've not read the subpoena, but just to confirm, you are gonna, when the subpoena is served and you've
Wala
read
na.
it, you are
Yes.
gonna go to the
Sabayan na ho ito. Makikipagsabayan ito si VP.
I cannot answer that because I've not read what the content of the subpoena is. So, I do not know. So, we'll stop about the subpoena, no? Let's stop talking about DOJ and subpoena and let's allow me to read through it and then think and then write an answer and then we'll talk.
Ma'am, let's go back to the threat. Sabi ni Badoy, Sabi ni Badoy, ma'am, meron daw kayong assassination attempt. There's assassination attempt against you ma'am, before your birthday. Can you clarify this? Had there been really assassination attempt before your birthday daw po ito, ma'am?
I have not talked to Lorraine Badoy, no? So, let me just talk to her and ask her, no, kung ano yung information niya. But we are actually preparing right now a list of proof that they are, ano ba ito? The whole of government is going after one person, and that's me. But kung gusto nyo, basahin ko yung PSC, mas ano yon, mas merong, I discussed one threat. So,
Ano yun?
you wanna do that? You wanna do PSC? Okay, sige, let's do PSC. But maraming salamat sa pagbabantay ninyo kay Yusek Lopez and kay Gina Acosta. And pakiusap ko lang na bantayan ninyo siya kahit mag-shifting lang kayo, maiwan lang isa just to make sure na, kasi may takot din yung nasa taas na, actually ang takot ni Yusek Lopez lagi sa gabi. Oo, kasi tulog lahat ng tao, nagpapahinga lahat ng tao. Walang makakapalag. So maraming salamat. Okay, PSC tayo. This is in response to the statement of the Presidential Security Command dated 25 November 2024. The Vice President Security and Protection Group was created and became an armed forces of the Philippines-wide support and separate unit by virtue of the Department of National Defense Order signed by former Secretary Delphine Lorenzana dated June 20, 2022 with a corresponding AFP table of personnel and equipment. This was a move to distinguish the security of the Vice President and make it independent. After I resigned from DepEd, nakita nyo na yung pattern, after I resigned from DepEd, the unit was unceremoniously assigned as a unit under the Presidential Security Command. July 9, 2024, ang order ng DND. Therefore, the security of the Vice President is now under the control of the PSC and as a consequence is influenced by the decisions of the Office of the President. Presuming that the PSC is still a non-partisan professional organization. Why is the command eerily quiet on the documented threats to me, my family, and the OVP personnel? The silence. Ito, natural assumption ito natin lahat. The silence is proof that the inclusion of the VP SPG in the PSC is clearly to undermine my security and nothing else. So that's one threat. Bigyan ko kayo ng listahan ng madami with proof. Ito, with proof. There's a DND order.
Separating your security.
Yes, no.
from the-
Tucking my security under PSC, which is influenced
Ah, yes, ako pala.
by the decisions of the Office of the President. So ano yan?
Naku po.
Lahat ng galaw ko, lahat ng ginagawa ko, kung saan ako, alam niya, alam nila. So anong gagawin nila? Anong value ng information sa kanila after ako mag-resign sa DepEd?
Bangag talaga eh,
Before?
no? Grabe.
When I was with DepEd and working to help the administration, wala namang ganun eh. Diba? Tapos pag mag-resign ka, ganito ang gagawin sa security mo, imo-monitor ka. Well, that's one threat. So, I'm coming up with a list of threats, pero we'll take that up baka next week na. Kasi, tao lang po. Hindi kaya magsulat ng kayo, mga gagaling kayo, mabilis kayo magsulat. Ako, kailangan ko...
Are you afraid? Are you saying that there's a threat for you to get killed by the administration?
Well, that is a possibility. You see what they're doing right now? That is an example. They are undermining my security. That is just from the PSC. Hindi ko pa dinidiscuss ang galing sa PNP. Diba?
Ang you intend to
Ma'am,
hire?
yung nagsabi sa iyo ng dalawang tao, anong klaseng threat naman yung sinabi sa iyo, yung binarn sa iyo?
Hindi ko, mahirap kasi mag-browse ngayon. Hindi ko maalala yung words na ginamit. Oo.
Ma'am, with this,
I don't trust my memory.
Pero in what manner ba? Assassination plot ba yan? Paano ba yun?
Hindi, iba-iba yung words na no assassination plot. But the general message is threat to life. Yes.
Ingat lang you said something like that.
Oo, wag nyo lang muna i-quote ha, kasi hindi ko maalala. I don't trust my memory right now, so I need to review the notes so that I give you a verbatim record of what was.
Pero maganda ho yung mga ginagawa nitong si BP. Kumbaga, kung sakaling may mangyari sa akin, alam ko naman kung sino ang gagalaw sa akin. Alam ko na, kilala ko kayo kung sino kayo. Ngayon, kung merong mangyari sa akin, sigurado may tatrabaho sa inyo. Tama yan. Tama ginagawa ni BP. Good job, BP.
What was said by the two individuals.
Ma'am, with this, do you also intend to double your security also like the PSC? Like what they're doing now to the first family of the president?
Hindi ko na ini-expect yan, ma'am, sa PSC. And hindi ko rin tatanggapin, ma'am, at this point, kung magdadagdag sila ng mga tao dito. Kasi hindi na natin alam kung non-partisan ba yung
Well, not necessarily
idadagdag
coming,
nila.
not necessarily coming from PSC, ma'am.
No, I don't trust anyone right now. So yes.
Even your security.
Even if PSC acts on what I said, no, I will not accept it anymore. That is what I did with PNP. Hindi na. Kasi hindi na natin alam eh. Baka igagawin pa yan nilang rason na maglagay ng mga tao dyan na nagtatrabaho para sa kanila. So,
Ayun na nga mga kababayan, dito na natatapusin ang ating reaction video. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta sa PH Update. Mag-ingat po kayong lahat. Mahal natin ng Pilipinas.